Alright, so now we are in video number 3 in this same outfit, but that's kind of where we're at today, guys. I'm trying to get as much filming as I can done before baby Jude shows up. And I got this video requested a shamefully long time ago. I don't even know. But it is my bedtime routine with Ezra and Fiona. If you're new to my channel, I have a 2.5-year-old. I also have an 18-month-old. My oldest is my daughter Fiona. My youngest is my son Ezra. And they share a bedroom. Now, a little bit of history. Ezra co-slept with us until he was almost a year old. Fiona co-slept with us until she was about 6 months, and then we moved her into her own room, and then obviously once Ezra turned almost a year, I think it was, we moved him into her room. As far as transitioning him into his own room goes, there's a video all about that, and I will link that below if you're interested in hearing some more details, but I'm not going to go into that with this video because this video is strictly on how their bedtime routine goes. So when we had Fiona was a terrible sleeper. I'm just gonna like put that out there, and she still is not the best sleeper, but I'm gonna give her some credit because you know what, she's been doing really good lately. So she definitely was not a very good sleeper, and we tried everything, and the biggest thing I think that really helps with my daughter is a constant routine. So we really started implementing a routine with Fiona when she was maybe a little over 6 months. So Fiona's been used to a bedtime routine since she was really little, since before Ezra was even born. And now that we have Fiona and Ezra, the bedtime routine really hasn't changed too much because once he was born, we kind of wanted to keep things pretty similar, but it is a little bit different now because they do share a room and they're both toddlers. So to keep this really simple, I'm just gonna basically share with you guys what our nighttime routine looks like. So my husband gets home from work usually early evening, which is really nice because then we get to have kind of an earlier dinner, which is what my kids are usually wanting, and then we can spend some time together as a family. So we normally eat dinner between 5 and 5:30, and then after dinner I am usually picking up the kitchen and my husband is out here playing with the kids in the living room, and then after that it's usually between 6 and 6:30 that we kind of start winding down. We pick up out here, we shut the blinds, we kind of turn the lights down a little bit low, and then we take them into the bathtub and we do our nighttime bath. Now some people don't do baths every night simply because of cost and all of that kind of stuff, and that's fine. We do choose to do baths simply because my kids are so routined that I feel like it really helps them to kind of calm down and get ready for bedtime. So we do take a bath every night, and it's usually about 6:30 I would say that they get in the bathtub, and I try to keep things kind of chill. I mean, granted they're toddlers, so they're gonna want to splash, they're gonna want to, you know, have fun in there, but I really try not to make it too exciting and too super ultra sensory for them because I'm trying to get them to wind down a little bit. I usually put a couple drops of lavender oil in their bathtub with them just because they can smell it and it kind of is more of a soothing scent. So we take our baths at about 6:30. We usually head on into the bedroom 6:45, 7 o'clock, depends on how long they're in the bathtub, but I would say it's usually 6:45, 7 o'clock. So after bath time, we head right on into their bedroom. We have just their little lamp on, so the lighting is not very bright in there. Once again, we're trying to keep things calm and serene, and we do their teeth brushing and their pajamas. Following pajamas, we usually do a book or two. While we're doing books, my husband usually brushes my daughter's hair, which is special for her, and then after that we usually will turn the lights off in their bedroom, and they have this little goodnight turtle thing that has stars on it, and now that they're older they enjoy the stars. They look forward to having them on. It's kind of part of the routine. So once those stars come on, we usually pick the kids up and then we kind of huddle into this little circle in the middle of their room and we say our family prayers. What I've learned with my kids is that it has to be very simple and it has to be very short. For a long time I would draw out their bedtime routine, but I found out that they were going to bed a lot easier for my husband the one night of the week that I wasn't here than they would for us the other 6 nights of the week. And I couldn't figure out why. And it was because my husband was short and sweet about it. And I really felt like after they got out of the bathtub, they needed that time to get their pajamas on, get everything done, and then get in bed. You know, their body temperatures dropped when they got out of the bathtub. The melatonin levels would rise, and you've only got a very short window to get them into their beds before they get their second wind and their third wind, and then they're flying around like crazy people. So anyways, I have learned that bedtime really needs to be short and sweet. It can still be memorable, it can still be special. We still have family prayer time and we snuggle a little bit while we're praying, but it really is short and sweet. So my kids are usually in bed between 7 and 7:30, 7:30 usually at the latest. And then they get in their beds and usually they're talking. Sometimes one of them will be screaming because he doesn't want to go to bed, and they're just, you know, protesting loudly to me that they don't want to sleep. But they're usually pretty good about it though. They will talk back and forth. Sometimes I'll hear Fiona singing to Ezra in there. And they're cute. They're usually asleep within a half an hour, and I really feel like they need that extra time with the lights off and the stars on, just the two of them in both of their beds, kind of talking and winding down. I really feel like they do need that time. So that is really great for us. It wasn't like that in the very beginning, but it only took maybe a week or so to really get them in the mode of things. Now that Ezra is a little bit bigger, it's not like putting a baby with a toddler. They're both toddlers, and they really look forward to spending that time together and just sharing a room with one another. So that basically is what our bedtime routine looks like for our two little ones. It's very chill. We try not to do anything too crazy. I know some people are really like, oh my gosh, your kids go to bed super early, but honestly it works for us. I love being able to have time to myself and time with my husband at nighttime. My kids do normally wake up between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, but they usually wake up the same time every morning. They nap the same time in the afternoon, and they go to bed the same time at nighttime. And I feel like it really helps with my children's behavior. They know what to expect. Of course, there are times when they don't get to bed at 7, 7:30. They get to bed at 9 because we're out or we have something going on, life happens. But on the norm, this is usually what our routines look like every night. So I hope that you guys found this useful. If you have anything to add or any questions, feel free to comment below. If you're not subscribed to me already, I upload videos on a weekly basis, kind of all things motherhood, life, beauty, pregnancy right now, if you can tell that I'm out of breath. And I'd love to get to know you as a subscriber. So I hope that you're doing good and you're blessed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.